What's happening? That you sit where you sit and you know that these things will happen. And ECOWAS and AU are not doing proactive things. They are rather acting after the fact.
Well, Samson, thank you very much. I'm not doing anything different. All I'm doing is looking at the developments and the facts and then combining them in multiple ways to be able to draw specific conclusions. Now, I've worked in the African Union before. Critical risk assessments are not tolerated. The African Union Commission is supposed to be a technocratic supranational commission in which the staff must make critical assessments based on the data. But because it's a member states organization and ambassadors are sensitive to their countries being on the block, there's a tendency to draw conclusions that do not speak to the reality on the ground. And it is the same thing with the quality of intelligence assessments in our member countries. So, for example, when ECOWAS's heads of states meet, what is the quality of intelligence assessments that are placed before them so that whilst they are focusing on Mali, they would have known that, look, Burkina Faso is boiling, okay? That Guinea-Bissau also has problems. And therein lies the challenge, that when our leaders talk about unconstitutionality is not only about when the military takes up arms. It's also about when democratically elected presidents play games or fiddle with constitutions, prevent the media from playing its free role, prevent opposition parties from working, and are unable to translate the democratic dividends into jobs, education, health, housing, and allow corruption to bloom. Okay, so unconstitutionality is not only when the military takes up arms, it is when the democratic experiment fails to deliver public welfare goods. And therein lies the public's apparent support for the military incursions. There is absolutely no doubt in my mind that we would rather, or most people prefer, the democratic dispensation. But we are speaking with two voices, and we are pulling in different directions, in which there is a tiny political, economic, social elite that has increasingly become oblivious to the pain, the suffering, and the increasing frustration of ordinary people. Something I want to come back to 2 points before I end. Every time I appear on your program and elsewhere, I am sounding like a broken record. From when democracy was reinstituted, from 1992 onwards until now, West Africa's populations have probably increased by between 15 and 20%. Now, these huge numbers don't know about the protocol on good governance, and to be fair, they also don't care, because these protocols are just not dead documents. They must be living documents in which the principles, the norms, the values inherent in them translate in the provision of safety, of security, of development, in which people can have hope for the future.